In this Adobe After Effects tutorial, we'll be learning to add Disney eyes to our character, and we'll be doing it in a very simple way. So this tutorial would help you understand how it is done. So I already have a video in my project. Let me drag this towards the right side panel here so that a composition is created with that video settings. If we start playing the video, you can see that there is this lady. So we'll start tracking and change the eyes of this character. To do that, I'll right click on this video, and from track and stabilize, I'll click on track motion. In the right side panel, you can see that the tracker panel has been opened, and I'll make sure to check this rotation and scale as well. Once you do that, you can see two track points created. So make sure you're at the first frame. I'll drag this towards the bottom end of the character's eyebrow, and I'll drag the second point to the other eyebrow to this end of the character's eyebrow. Let me change this to full so that tracking looks much clearer. Alright, let me move this here and set this here. And now I'll click on this Analyze Forward button. And now you can see that After Effects has started tracking the scene. Let me zoom out and then show you how it will track. You can see that the tracking is quite smooth. Alright, this looks fine. The next thing is to create a null. To do that, I'll click on Layer, and from New, I'll click on Null Object. In the tracker panel that we have on the right, I'll click on Edit Target, and I'll make sure to apply motion to null 1 that we have created so that all the tracking properties will be applied to the null layer. And I'll hit Apply. You can see that we'll have this Apply Dimensions window pop up, and I'll hit OK. You can now see that the position, scale, as well as the rotation properties have been applied to the null layer, something like this. And now we'll be adding the Disney eyes. So you can download this eyes anywhere from the internet. Make sure that it is having a transparent background. It will look something like this. You can download anything depending on your requirement. I'll attach a link in the description from where I downloaded this. So let me rename this to left eye. So I'll click on this pen tool and cut the eye something like this. When I say left eye, I'm referring to the eye of this character. So I'll move it to something like this. Let me scale this down just a bit towards the right. It all depends on how you want the eye to look. So I believe this is fine. Let me rotate it something like this. And then this is what I'll do. I'll select my layer, and here you can see that we have this parent and link option. If you don't find the option, right click here, and from columns, ensure that parent and link is checked. So I'll drag this and drop it onto the null. So if I start playing the video, you can see that this eye is clearly tracked along the scene. It will take the properties from the null and adjust to our scene. Perfect. Let me move this just towards the right. We will now duplicate the left eye layer by hitting Ctrl D on the keyboard, and let me move this towards the right. We'll have to fix this. So I'll move the mask in such a way that I can only see the right eye, something like this. And then I'll simply move it towards the right. You'll have to adjust this again. I'll rename this to right eye. I'll change the rotation value just a bit. We adjust this something like this. So this is already parented to null 1 as we have duplicated. And if I start playing the video, you can see that this is how the tracking has been done, and the eyes have been changed for this specific character. So it all depends on your requirement. This is actually looking funny and really creepy, but I just wanted to tell you how the tracking is done and how different overlays can be tracked along the scene and adjusted as per your requirements. I hope you found this video helpful, and if that's the case, give us a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and see you guys next time with another tutorial.